Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I was planning on making almond milk, and I went again on Instagram and asked if you guys wanted to see that, and everyone's like, yes, we'd love to see how you make your almond milk from scratch, and so that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Just a quick heads up on your regular store-bought almond milk that you get. You might notice in the ingredient list, the first thing it says is almond milk, and then it has other ingredients after it, but then in parentheses it says that the almond milk is made from filtered water and almonds. But I just want to kind of give you a little bit of an understanding of how much almond is actually used, and the way you can figure this out is by looking if there's a thickening agent that's being used in the almond milk. If so, then you know that they're probably using a really small quantity of actual almonds. I don't want to go ahead and throw exactly how much because you can't be 100% sure depending on the brand, but you can rest assured it's much less than what we're going to be using today. So the first thing you want to do with your raw almonds is to prep them by soaking them overnight. Soaking them allows for water to enter into the cell walls, which allows the almond to expand a bit, so that when we blend through the almond, it actually allows us to extract a bit more fibers and the nutrients and fats and all those good stuff that we want in our milk. Because I do recipe creation, I like my almond milk to taste good, so I'm gonna add a few things to it just to elevate it slightly, but there's no right way of making it. The basics that you need is just a little bit of salt and some vanilla. 4 cups to water to 1 cup of almonds, but obviously we're gonna add a little bit more things because, hey, I like to elevate my almond milk. Here's a quick view of everything you're gonna need. First thing, your almonds. I have been soaked overnight, and as you can see, they're nice and plump and expanded. And then I'm going to add 4 dates. These are not medjool dates, these are regular dates, but if you get the medjool kind, then you can go with 2 because they're a lot bigger and meatier. And then I'm going to be using a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm just going to add a pinch of almond extract just because I love that almond flavor. It makes me so happy. You're going to need your Vitamix, and I already have it filled with 4 cups of water. And then this little guy right here is a cheesecloth. You can definitely call it a nut-based cloth. And it's by Ellie's Best. I bought it off of Amazon, and it's absolutely great. You need a spoon, a bowl for when you're done using your cheesecloth, and we're going to use this to put the cheesecloth in it and then strain what we have in our Vitamix straight into this and then pour it into this because, hey, we like to keep organized. So this is the fun part. Y'all know how I love my Vitamix. So what we're going to do, it already has 4 cups of water in it, and I'll put the recipe in the bottom bar below so you guys can see. We're going to toss in our 1 cup of soaked almonds, and then we're going to throw in our dates. I have 4 pitted deglet dates here, and again, if you go with the medjool dates, they're a lot bigger and meatier. These are smaller and they're already pitted, so it just depends on how sweet you want. You don't even have to add the dates, but again, I like to elevate my flavors. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. For the almond extract, we're just going to add like a few drops, so maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. You don't even have to add this, but the reason why I like it is because I'm such a fan of the almond flavor. Then we're going to add a teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I'm just going to throw in a teaspoon. There's no right way of getting this through, but you just want to make sure it's blent really well so the particles are so fine so that you can extract as much of the milk products. Just blend until it looks creamy and milky. Oh, by the way, some people decide to go ahead and take off the skins and then blend it. I don't agree with that because there's lots of great nutrients in the skin of the almond that you're going to miss out on if you just throw it away. I'm going to show you what we do with the leftovers in just a bit. I want to say you want it on medium-high for maybe a minute. Again, it's depending on what kind of blender you have, but for the Vitamix, it's pretty quick. You just really want to extract all those great particles, and we do that by running it through a high-powered blender. Okay, so now comes the fun part. We're going to take this, it's like a little cookie jar. I just found this to be an easier way of doing it. And then you're going to put your cheesecloth, nut cloth thingy inside of your little cookie jar. And just make sure you get a lot of it in there, and then just fold it over. Take your concoction, pour it right in. Okay. Slowly lift it. You might need to let it sit for a couple of minutes, but what I like to do is just squeeze it all through. So it's getting pretty dry at the bottom right now. So now we have this drier consistency. It's almost like, I want to say like a type of meal or something. You can try to squeeze it a little bit more just to make sure you get it all out, but I think it's pretty dry right now. This is what we have left. And here we have our little almond leftovers. And you might think, well, what are you gonna do? Throw that away? We're not gonna throw this away. I'm actually gonna throw this into a banana bread that I'm gonna make today. So this is perfect to not be wasteful and to still keep our food. And here we have our gorgeous milk. Obviously, milk made this way is not gonna hold as long in the fridge, so you wanna make sure you get to it within maximum 4 or 5 days, otherwise it will go bad. So I have this cute little jar right here. I'm gonna throw a funnel right there, pour this right in. And there you have it, a little bit over 1 quart of beautiful nutrient-dense almond milk that's made from home, packed full of nutrients and creaminess. I'm really excited about this, and it's so much more creamier. And by the way, it's actually cheaper to make your milk this way than it is to buy it in the cartons. And here's a quick comparison of the 2 milks. This one is the one we just made, and this is the one out of the carton. And if you can see, the one out of that we just made is so much more creamier than this one. This is a lot more watery, and then versus this one is a lot more creamier, and a lot of that good fat is all in there. I'm not hating on these milks. I drink them when I am too lazy to make my own, but oh my goodness, it's so much more adventurous and delicious when you have this type of milk at home. And this is a type you actually want to drink. The other one you'll just throw on top of cereal or use in cooking, but this is a type, is the beverage. This is what you add to your tea. This is what you drink on its own. You can warm it over the stove and have it with maple syrup and a touch of cinnamon. This right here is a delicious, rich beverage. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The recipe is in the bottom bar below. If you have questions or comments, you can go ahead and post those. And if you like this content, feel free to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.